Way back when I first started trying to get my real estate investing education, Pine Financial was one of the places I went. They have a place down south, have a place up north. I tried not to miss any of their events, and tonight we don't have one, but we've got two Pine Financial guys. We've got Mr. Ted, who started off, and Mr. Howard. So let's get started tonight. I think everybody's got this down pat, the red, green. If you would, we get this room if we come thirsty and hungry and tip. If you like our Facebook page, that would help. You've been doing the networking. I'm going to run through some announcements. I'll try to spit through these as fast as possible. So hang on for the ride. And then we're going to do, everybody gets a 30-second elevator speech. You get to say, I am, I need, I've got, my phone number is. And I don't know if the OMGs are in there, but we got an OMG share. We can do your introduction. And we're going to be talking about the power of private lending, passive income, and capital preservation with my buddy, Mr. Kevin. Glad to have him here. You may hear some great introductions. You may say, you really need to go speak to Joe Bob. Joe Bob just walked some water. Do your own due diligence. Ask around. Do you know Joe Bob? You had dealings with Joe Bob? What's Joe Bob done? And the same thing for deals. Some deals are really great. Some things just look really great. So it's up to you to check it out. We're all over the web, all over the social media spots. This is still fairly new. I'm still under a year on doing this. But Rick has, we moved to the Creative Burst Strategies in Clubhouse. They've got like 8.7K members. And we've got a night room on there Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Invest Success, Tim Emory, he does one on Tuesday mornings at 9:30. He had his today on contractors. Bruce was in there with him. And then Joe Cerise out of Philly, he does a lot of stuff on Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings. There's a guy that does a Sunday night thing on wholesaling. And there's like 4 or 5 different hosts that host specific groups. Check us out and come hang out with us. It's kind of like a radio talk show app. It's all audio. You can be in your late night clothes, your early morning clothes, or don't tell me what you're not in anything. But it's fun. I've had these 2 young ladies in my room and they rocked it, and it can be fun. There's some Jerry Springer stuff on there. Rest in peace, Jerry. So be selective, but it's good stuff. Welcome to all our first timers. Can we get a hands up for our first timers? We love coming for the first time. And if you like tonight, you want to come back after tonight, we ask you to pay a $20 per meeting fee or join and pay a membership. If you're single members, it's $100. If you and a significant other wants to join together, you save a little bit of money. If you have a business and you want to promote your business, be able to promote your deals on our Facebook group, you get to come up front, do that. And every month we take a business and bring them up. And tonight is no different. Tonight we've got Mr. Michael. Come on up, Michael. Yeah. I'm gonna play. Big button forward, little one backwards. Got it. All right.
Good evening. Hey. I'm the insurance guy. Woo, it's exciting. All right, so I've been a member here from when I joined last year sometime, right? Yeah. So first time to speak, and so I see a couple of familiar faces, and so happy to see everyone here tonight. I like to do business with people that I know, and I like to build relationships. So my first slide is basically just who I am and my family, and this is why I do what I do. So got 2 little girls, elementary school, kindergarten, and 4th grade. My wife Robin actually works in the business with me now. We both used to be teachers, and she quit teaching this last year because it's one of the most difficult jobs in the world. And started working with me. So she does all the behind the scenes stuff, and I'm the pretty face. And so we just got Lily a couple months ago. We rescued her from a nice home, and we actually drove all the way to Nebraska to grab her because we just like that face. And so that's us, and that's who we are. So agency, I have an agency for about 3 years now. Heavily involved in the Broomfield community. I am very involved in a group called Guys Who Give. I don't know if any of you have heard of that here in Broomfield. And so we're actually meeting tomorrow night. If you're a guy in the room, ask me what that means, and you can come tomorrow night to Wonderland, have a beer. It's about 30 to 40 guys, and we give to local nonprofits every quarter. So that's me giving a check away. I was happy to give that to CASA. which is a court-appointed special advocate group here in Broomfield. I've won a couple of awards. I've been with farmers now for about 4 years. Got an award through the chamber this last year here for Small Business of the Year. And I'm proud that I actually insure the Broomfield Chamber of Commerce too. So what I do, pretty much anything except health insurance, to be honest. So business, personal, single family up to multi-units, anywhere in the state. I'm a firm believer in advising first and selling second. I'm not really a good salesman, to be honest. I just like to talk to people, let them ask me to buy. And that's what's worked for me so far. I answer my phone and return calls. I hear that a lot from people when I return calls, like, oh, the last guy never called me back. So I do pride myself in that. Well, it's a way to do business. You're going to retain clients. I also do annual policy reviews. I hear that from a lot of people too, especially when you have a rate increase. Insurance agents like to hide when you have rate increases. I don't. I actually just rip the Band-Aid off and tell you what's happening. Who I work with. So Farmers is my predominant company. Foremost would be a secondary. Bristol West is cars only. And I have 4 brokerage firms that I work with. So that means that on a commercial side and some personal, I'm able to sort of shop around for you. So I'm not just stuck with Farmers. A lot of people don't realize that Farmers allows us a little bit of leeway to go out and do things. And so the last 3 there, RT Specialty, Burns and Wilcox, and Ringwald, those I use primarily for commercial risks. So I can do a duplex there too, but I usually do the bigger thing. So if I were to try to do this whole building, for instance, right? Or I were to do maybe an 8-unit building, 20-unit, you name it, I'm going to go to one of the bigger players in the market who's going to then shop it for me and for us. Okay. That's it. That goes fast.
Up, down.
Okay.
You got a contact slide.
Oh, sure.
No, you slide that card. No, you don't. I'm sorry.
From
From over there.
I'll get it later. No, sorry. I left it off. You got your time.
Yeah. He will be here to the end. Warning, warning, warning. We have this up every month because it's true. It's true. It's true. I got a friend of mine who says if you hang out with 6 of the smartest people in the town, guess what? You'll be the 7th. You hang out with 6 of the stupidest people in town, you'll be the 7th. So if you hang out with successful people that will brainwash you into believing in yourself and thinking you can achieve anything, it's called motivation, inspiration, and confidence building. And we've got some successful people in here. And tonight we're going to go around. Everybody gets 30 seconds to say I am. My name is, I specialize in, I need, I can provide, and my phone number. Tell your phone number clearly and slowly, because people like Lynn is going to write it down, and if she don't get it, she's going to tell you to repeat it.
I'm asking.
And we're going to start right over here with some people that knows how to do it. 2 of my diamond members, Miss Shauna. I got to kiss up Shauna because I've canceled 3 appointments with her. It's like, you're going to kill me. You're going to kill me. She's still talking to me, Shauna.
So I'm Shauna Green. I am the owner of Front Range Insurance Solutions. I offer auto, home, personal, and life, and I'm independent. So I do shop with dozens of carriers. And I was thinking the thing that I would like to have help with, actually, I would love to meet with you if you ever have any insurance stories that you want to share with me, because I like to learn from people's experiences and know what I should be thinking ahead of time. So if you've had something bad, let me know. I want to know. And other than that, I really just wanted to thank you guys. This is one of my favorite groups to be in because the people here are good people and some of them be really good. Phone number 720-389-7651.
I mentioned Katie Fleming. Katie started this physical body way back in 2011. Like I say, 2012 is when I attended her first meeting at coffee shop. Her and Nan, my wife and I, and 2 guys we haven't seen ever since. I guess they fell off the face of the earth. They're losing out. But Katie and I did Inc. for the longest time up to when COVID hits, and everything went crazy during COVID. And Katie finally, her heart, her passion was doing mastermind groups, still real estate related. So during that time, she says, I think I want to go focus on that. And it's like, I don't do the big groups anymore. It's like, I love my family. I can't give up my family. So I took the family created Rig, and she's still carrying the name. She's solely doing mastermind groups, small groups. You will call her and interview with her. You'll see if you're a fit for her, and if she's a fit for you. She wants to make sure it'll work out. She's not all about taking your money. She's the most soft-hearted person. She'd give it away if she could. You know what I mean? She would give it away, but she does have light bills to pay. So if you want to get in on mastermind group and kind of move your investing forward, give her a call. Paul was one of our masterminds. Now he has a mastermind focusing on the Airbnbs and stuff. Well, yeah, we kind of sort of had one. But Kate, there she is. Jackson Fisher's Breakfast Club. We meet every other month. Yeah, that's supposed to be right. We meet this Saturday. This Saturday. It's a busy week. Invested class last night, tonight, Thursday.
Breakfast now?
John Fisher Breakfast Club is still at Dazzle.
Okay.
We will always be at Dazzle as far as we know. Right now, they're still on Curtis Street. Last month we toured the new place on 14th, and they're hoping to be over there by June. So get your tickets in. There's still tickets available for this Saturday. It's it went up $30, $35 at the door, but you get a breakfast buffet. The traffic is no problem. Parking is pretty doggone cool. You get a good breakfast. You get to hang out with really rock stars like these four here. Mr. Howie's there, Dave's there, Lynn's there. So come see us on the breakfast. And then, of course, for the investments class, investing success class, we meet every other Monday. We meet in a house that's going through a rehab. And there's a video in there in the briefing, you'll see it later. But we help our students find, fund, fix, flip, and or fill houses. We're very hands-on. We're here, we're a phone call away a lot during the week. Tim today, we did a class last night. He was up early this morning going to a house with two of our students. He's trying to work a really, really sweet deal.
All right, I have a question. Who wants more money in their life? Who doesn't want to work for it? Who wants to do what you want, when you want, with who you want? Yes, guys, we're talking about freedom, yes? That's why we're here tonight. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. The power of private lending. The private lending business creates that for you, as we've heard. Thank you all so much for those fine testimonials. So, quick disclaimer. This is for educational purposes. I am going to try to help you learn this business. So if you choose not to work with me, if you want to try to do it on your own, which is absolutely possible, then you can do that and you can do it. Anything that we talk about as far as securities isn't an offer to sell a security, right? It is only offered once you read all the documents. That's basically. Who has never heard me speak before, and besides Dave? Oh, quite a few of you. Fantastic. Is it okay if I tell you a little bit about myself? You guys think I asked way too many questions? All right, this is my family. We are the true Brady bunch, as David and I was talking about earlier. It is a blended family. So my girlfriend Danielle and I have been together for just over 7 years. We are having an absolute blast. And we're skiing, we're playing soccer, we're playing lacrosse, we're mountain biking, hiking. We are very active. What you do in Colorado, yes? Yes. And then, as I said, I'm the founder of Pine Financial Group. Pine Financial Group has done close to $1 billion in origination, getting very close to that. And it's almost all privately raised. We have very little in institutional capital, which is fantastic right now because of what's going on in the capital markets, right? You know what's interesting? The investor returns that we're paying is really good, and it's below prime rate. It's insane what's going on. Well, we can talk about that. All right, so what is the private money lending? Why do investors do it? Why real estate investors pay these crazy rates, nuts and bolts, and the differences between lending individually and into a fund, which we manage funds. Okay, so what is it? Does anybody have any question on what private lending is? Pretty straightforward, yes? Somebody over here lending to somebody over there. And then loaning to your family, which can make Thanksgiving weird. But it's just an individual loaning to another individual. They can be secured or unsecured, and terms can vary greatly what we're seeing now, and I'm curious what you're seeing, rates are coming up, guys. We're still keeping our rates steady, making us more and more competitive. But as a private lender, if you're going to lend your money out, you should expect at least 10%. You could get more than that if you're loaning without any help, any support at all. Plus points, plus fees, and even maybe get some of the equity. All of that's on the table. So why do we love it? High returns, we talked about that, it's passive. How many people own rental properties? Almost all of you. Keep your hand up if it's passive. Yeah, it's not great. I'm dealing with a condo right now. Does anybody know the community Robinwood? Nobody. Oh, that's really surprising because they're fantastic rentals. They're all 3-bedroom, 3-bed, 2-bath condos out in Aurora. Anyway, the HOA is a mess, complete mess. And I can't get them to do their own responsibilities. And it's happened to me 3 times, so now I'm pissed. So this time I got an attorney. And now we're right in the middle of this fight. Yeah. Now they're caving. The settlement is pretty much negotiated. But that sucks, right? That sucks that I had to go to that extreme. That's not passive. Access to deals. We talked about it earlier. Who's finding great deals right now? A few of you, 2 of you. Is it tough? Yeah. It's tough to find good cash flowing real estate, even with 25% down. It's hard to find these deals when you're a private lender come to you, which we'll talk about that as well. Cash flow. You will cash flow day one. It happens. It's secure and it's stable. Now, when I say secure, I just mean that there's something backing it. Do you remember back in the day when the dollar was actually backed by something besides a military? Yeah. You trusted it then, yes. Who trusts the dollar now? There's nothing backing it. It's very scary. This is backed by real estate, American real estate. And it's stable. Now that I put secure and stable because that's the key right now in this economy. Is anybody at all nervous about what's going on? It's a little scary, yes. And we're talking about apartments. You mentioned you wanted to buy some apartment buildings. I think it's a fantastic idea, and you should wait because they will come down. You will see that prices will come down.
I talked about Tim's Invest Success on Clubhouse. That's some of the schedules coming up. He scheduled all of them at one time. We did contractors today. Next Tuesday, how to get started in investing. So that's coming up. Cash flow. How many besides Lorianne knows cash flow? JH knows cash flow. Live. We meet in this room wherever table's available. I got 2 brand new gates so come help me break them in. We had a great time the other day playing. It's free. This is coming up in June. He's coming all the way from Philly. This is going to be some CE credits for I don't know how much CE credits, but there will be CE credits available coming up in June. Got more cash flow. Summer party. Who was there last summer? We had Hoosball. HOOSBALL. Who knows foosball?
It's so funny.
Instead of foosball, you are the little guys on the stick. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Last year we met over in a park in Broomfield. I think we're going to go back to that same park because we pretty much had it by ourselves. And we did last year we did Brothers Barbecue, and I ate barbecue for a month after. So there will be a cutoff on orders up front, so I don't order for 50 and 30 show up. So coming up, and yes, there is a charge, but you will get food, beverages, and you know me, I always like to do door prizes. That's coming up. Who likes baseball? Back up. Who likes baseball? I've been putting this out there. Nobody goes, well, go back. And nobody said, Jim, I want to go. We're talking about possibly getting a suite. SUITE. Is that how you spell suite? Not. And we're going to say 30 people want to go. This is the cost. And we're going to go baseball. So if you're interested in this, let me know or I'm going to drop it if I don't start getting a list of names. Because we're getting close to July and we need to schedule. That's coming.
Wednesday, early afternoon.
This is 1:10 p.m.
So you gotta be down there early and I'll probably hang out a little late
What's the deadline for that?
soon. Cause we gotta call the Rockies and talk to them. Also, enough of you guys go, yeah, we're in. I gotta
The
get to.
deadline is everybody's from city.
I'll try to contact that Rockies this week maybe and find out.
What do you need? Just a verbal?
I wanna go. I want in. And I said, I got 30 people. We'll find out how much the suite costs, the food, the beverage, the tickets, and we'll go have a good day down right. You're probably gonna lose, but it's okay. We'll enjoy hanging out together. We'll talk real estate. This is, well, that's, say that. I never go to a Rockies, Nuggets, or, what's that other guys? The Broncos. I never go caring if they win. I'm going with friends. I'll enjoy the time with friends. If they win, that's a bonus. If they don't, have a good time whoever was going with. We're gonna do that. This is gonna be really, really big. We're actually having a call tomorrow with Realty 401. Burr Loans. Tim and I went to Philadelphia in March for a summit they do. Realty 401 travels all around the country, brings in high-level speakers and a lot of education, and we're gonna expand it. Theirs is usually a one-day. We're gonna start Thursday night for our vendors. Friday, we'll have an all-day sessions all day. Saturday, Friday night, we're gonna have a special dinner down at Appaloosa Grill. Their private room, I think it's the Riot Room, a private room, private dinner. We'll go all day on Saturday, just the main stage speakers. Then we're gonna have a private jazz show at Dazzle, jazz show and dinner. And then Sunday, we're gonna be a property bus tour. Monday, there's a ski bus trip to the Keystone. And Tuesday, there's gonna be rigs. So it's gonna be a packed 4 or 5 days. So this is coming up. We're still got some vendor spots, some sponsorship spots, and some speaker spots. So we're excited about that. So that's coming up. And Kevin, after tonight, you definitely got to be on the main stage somewhere along there. So that's coming up, and we'll announce more about it later as we kind of nail down the prices. But it is going to be kind of big. The prices are going to be expensive. I'll say that, but you get dinner, lunch, everything is included in one ticket. I'm not going to penny any to death. You pay one price, and you get the whole month. So it's going to be a great, great time. We're in a brewery. Kevin, thank you for coming. Thank you for Howard.
Is really about not only generational wealth, but it's the freedom to do what you want to do.
Investing in real estate is a great way to build financial independence.
Investing for me is about longevity.
Invest Success is a year-long mentorship program that teaches people how to find properties, how to fund them, how to fix them, how to flip them, how to sell them, and how to invest in real estate. If you come with somebody like us, you are going to learn this within a year.
We take that person from, I think I want to be an investor, and we teach them how to set up their business. You got to be able to walk into a house, short amount of time, and develop that rehab budget and do it realistically. We talk about going through working with contractors. We found the house, let's put an offer on it, put a contract. Hey, it was accepted, what now? We got to go find money. We help them find that hard money, that private money. We get the house closed, and then we work through the process of pre-rehab. We help them find contractors and get that scope of work, that statement of work, and help them be able to communicate that to different contractors. We're going to be with you every step of the way.
I think it's a program that will help everyone because they teach you since the beginning, like me, that I had no idea, like completely anything about it. They start from the beginning, from the simplest thing.
We're here standing shoulder to shoulder with you. We're going to take you from day one to, oh my gosh, we sold it, we made money, let's do it again.
There aren't a lot of options for local mentorship. That is one of the things that I really loved when I found Invest Success, is that it is a mentorship and not just a recorded training program.
And in this neighborhood, the properties change in value every block. No guru from out of state's gonna tell you that.
Tim's been around investing in the Colorado area for over 18 years. He knows these neighborhoods like the back of his hands.
As part of the program, you have access to Jim and I. You'll be able to call us, we'll look at properties with you, we'll analyze deals with you, we'll talk through projects with you, and we will guide you to the right project.
They're not just another course that's gonna end up on the bookshelf. They take us every step of the way. They're just one call away.
The one-on-one that we get with Invest Success is just bar none. You know, I sent Tim 5, 6, 7 properties a day at one time. You know, and he'd always come back to me with, you know, this is good, this isn't good, and this is the reason why. The one-on-one is just amazing.
We meet at actual properties in the process of being flipped. We get to see what is going on a project. You get to learn hands-on how this system works.
Once a month, we go out and do what we call a property tour. We go to pick 2 houses, and Tim will go through and teach about how to develop that rehab budget. We'll spend about 2 hours going through the house. Everybody has their sheet. We're working along. We agree on the purchase price. We agree on the ARV. We agree on the rehab, and then we go, is this a good deal? And hands go up. It's like, okay, who's getting it? If the house is a good deal, usually our guys are making contracts before the sun goes down.
You'll get access to our online platform, which has class recordings, deal or no deal calculators, project trackers, checklists, contracts, and everything else you can use to build your business from the ground up.
I feel like I'm armed with the tools to really be successful.
Come be our guest. You'll get to sit in on the first class free, completely free, no obligation. You'll get to interact with our network of people in the class, hear their success stories, and then you have the time to make a decision if you'd like to join us.